Hey guys, what's up? It's Mr. Beach here today in beautiful Freeport, Florida, the fastest growing city in Florida. And we're here today to talk about the pros and cons of living here. I'm gonna give you 15 pros. I'm gonna give you 15 cons. We're gonna go in depth and why this is one of the best places to move in all of Florida. Let's get right to it and get to the first pro about living in Freeport, Florida. All right, guys, let's get to the first pro of living here, and that is it's cheap to live here, guys. It is actually cheaper to live here than a lot of places in America, and you're 25 minutes from the prettiest beaches in all America. Today, we're hanging outside the pool at Owl's Head Farm. Guys, this place is absolutely incredible. You can get homes in this subdivision starting at around $400,000. And we're talking, hey, this isn't a small home. This isn't a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're talking 4-bedroom, 2 baths for $400,000. And they offer special incentives if you're moving here, such as rate buy downs. Now you can get, as of last month, in one of these homes in a VA loan for 3.9 or 4.9 if you're a first-time home buyer. Hey, they have all sorts of programs that can help you out. If you're a first-time home buyer, you're short on cash, they can actually lend you to close for some of their units out here. If you'd like to learn more, hit me up. I'd love to tell you more. It's insanely cheap to live here, and the homes are world-class. Let's check it out. D.R. Horton, Owl's Head Farm. The first thing you'll notice about this area is its world-class amenities. Not only do we have this resort-style pool with the lazy river, but we also have 2 pickleball courts and 1 basketball court and a huge playground for the kids. This all backs up right behind Freeport High School, so you're close to the schools. The kids can even walk there. It's how close we are. This subdivision actually backs up on Freeport High. Let's go ahead and check out one of their model homes. This isn't going to be a home tour video. I just kind of want to show you inside real quick of this model. This is their Del Rey model, and when we're talking homes that start in the 400s, this is kind of what you can expect here. Let's go ahead and walk in the door and check it out. Very nice when you walk in the door. And you know, the great part about this is, from an affordability standpoint, it really hits all the buttons with the special financing rates they have. This house actually spends like a house that would be $500,000 if it was pre-owned and you were doing, you know, a regular loan on it. But we got a big, huge 4-bedroom here, the guest room. There's your washer dryer area. Oh, look, there's my friend Kristen. Look, she's hard at work. What are you doing, Kristen?
Hey, good morning. I am just logging on this morning to see what's going on.
What is the best part about living here?
Well, you are 10 minutes from I-10, which you can get anywhere from here. You're 20 minutes to the most beautiful beaches in the world. You're still close to Freeport, but you're still up a little bit, so you feel like you're in seclusion up here, a little private up here. It's just a wonderful place to live. Freeport is one of the fastest growing cities in Florida right now, so everyone's coming here. So this is our Del Rey model. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2108 square feet. This one features LVP throughout, 2-centimeter quartz countertops, 9-foot ceilings, just a beautiful floor plan.
That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous for the price that you pay for this, guys. It's absolutely nuts. Look at this big, huge porch area they have here. Beautiful. And this is what I like a lot about this, is that the primary bedroom is actually set away from everybody else in the house. So if you have loud kids like mine, you can actually throw them back in the back there, never to be heard from again. No, just kidding. Mine are 5 and 6. They'll somehow wind up in my bed somehow. But this master is absolutely expansive. You have room to put seating over here. That is a big king size bed, guys. So this is a huge area. And walking into the primary ensuite here, it's like a little private oasis, guys. We have the dual sinks over here. Happy wife, happy life. You got your shower area. We got a water closet there. And then we got a his and her closet, all at one of the more affordable rates that you'll find in the area. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar, D.R. Horton is offering the most house for the least amount of money. And that's definitely something you want to look for if you're moving from another area. Maybe it is a little bit more expensive than what you're looking for when you move here. Great entry-level home right here at D.R. Horton. All right, let's go ahead and get to the first big con about living here in paradise of Freeport, Florida. And that is the fact that the dining options, well, the dining options are kind of small right now. We don't have a huge amount of sit-down restaurants. They just put in a low Los Rancheros, which is a good Mexican restaurant, and several local eateries, but we don't have any real good restaurants, sit-down restaurants. That's all gonna change as we're here at Alice Head Farm today, but if you look right over my shoulder here, right over to the right side, they are planning on putting a restaurant venue there. Not one restaurant, but 2 restaurants with a shared space in the middle. It's gonna be a beautiful barbecue restaurant and also a Tex-Mex restaurant. So that's coming over here to the north side of Freeport. Guys, by the time this is all done, we're gonna have all sorts of eateries, all sorts of things to do. But right now, your choices of going out to eat are a little limited. What most of us do that live here, we'll either go drive into 30A, where there's tons of restaurants. Every place has its own vibe. Guys, I'm telling you, you can go to so many places. There's so many good places to eat. Cafe 30A. You go a little bit into Rosemary Beach, you can go eat at Parody. There's just fantastic restaurant options. You just have to drive a little bit for it, right? Going to Sandestin, you can go to Emerald, Lagasse's place. He actually lives here. You might even see Emerald hanging out at the bar. This place is awesome for food. You just have to drive a little bit for it right now, but that is changing as more and more businesses and more people come into Freeport. And not only that, if you're a business owner, if you're a chef, bro, open a restaurant here. You are going to be rich in 10 years. It's going to be a lot of work because there's a lot of people, but there's not a lot of options right now. And that is our first con to living in Freeport. All right, guys, it's time for the next pro, and that is the proximity to the beaches. Man, you are so close to some of the most beautiful beaches in all of America. I'm talking 25 minutes to park and be down at 30A. At 30A, the most luxurious beach in the Southeast. They call it the Hamptons of the South for a reason. It's where the rich people go to party. And I tell you what, it's so cool because every little space in 30A has its own vibe. So if you're in Grayton Beach, it's kind of like an Austin, Texas vibe. You know, it's a little bit of a hippie vibe. You go to Seaside, man, you're living it up. It's as classy as it gets. You go towards Blue Mountain Beach, it gets a little more comfortable, a little more just down home feeling. Rosemary Beach is absolutely incredible. Talk about taking a walk in France, man. I mean, you can go down those streets. In fact, we just took our family pictures down there. It's so beautiful, guys. I mean, you post these things on Facebook and people think you're lying, like, this gotta be Photoshop. No, it's not Photoshop. This is the life that we live here on the beautiful Emerald Coast, and you're really close to all of these activities. And as far as shopping's concerned, you have Silver Sands Outlet. You take a right out here at 331 and 98, and you'll be at Silver Sands in less than 20 minutes. You got Sandestin over there. You have all the eateries. You have so much to look forward to. And if you need to go to Panama City Beach, hey, you can hit that up too. It's about 45 minutes to Panama City Beach from where I stand. Guys, I make this trip every single day. I'm always here in Freeport or Panama City Beach. It's where the most of my business comes from because a lot of my videos are about new construction in Panama City Beach or Freeport. And frankly, that's where everybody's moving right now. The barrier of entry into some of these homes here with new construction is with new construction. And the reason why that is because the value that you get, some of these incentives with the annual percentage rates that some of these builders are offering, the 2-for-1 rate buy downs, and the warranties that come with these new homes, it just makes it an unbeatable process. This is hurting our pre-owned inventory. So yes, if you hear stories about our market in decline right now, the reason why it's in decline is because new construction is kicking everybody else's butt. And you know, that's on the realtors too. This is on my fellow realtors. If you're a realtor and you're watching this, you need to have a serious conversation. And I'll tell you this because I've been witnessing this firsthand. I'll go to pre-owned property with my clients, and some of these people are just very unrealistic, not wanting to work with the realtor, the other realtor on the buy side. Are you kidding me? Dude, I'm bringing you a buyer in a down market. Like, come on, let's work together. Let's try and find a solution that works for everyone. Guys, if you're listing your home, I cannot stress this enough. Be very selective on who you choose. Make sure that they're highlighting your homes in ways that others can't. Hint, hint, that's me on this channel. I have more buyers coming to the Freeport and Panama City Beach than any other realtor at this point. I'm out there working. I'm my own Zillow. I'll feature your home. If you want to get your house sold, come to me. I'll tell you the bare bones truth on what it's going to take to sell it. What is it going to take to sell it? You need to find a realtor that comes from a place of service. And that's why, guys, I implore you to call me. I have a servant's heart. I try and help my customers, and if it's not the right position for them, I'll tell them it's not the right position. If they're listing their house too high in this market, I'll tell them, bro, you've got to list below the market. If you risk taking a step above it, you're gonna be sitting on the market with everybody else, and that is a problem that we're having right now. People are still believing that their prices for their homes were the 2023, 2022 prices. That is not the case. This market has changed drastically. If you do not catch up with new construction and price your house accordingly, you will get left behind. That being said, most beautiful beaches in America, guys. Look at this behind me. Everything is so close. Freeport, Florida, where you can get in homes as low as $280,000. You want to learn more? Contact me directly. My name is John, aka Mr. Beach. You can reach me anytime at john@mrbeachteam.com. Let's get to the next con. All right, guys, it's time for the number 2 con of living in Freeport, and that is the sparse nightlife here. Yeah, there's not a lot to do, okay? You're not going to be coming here and then going to the club and hanging out till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. This is not the kind of place for that. It's much more family friendly. This is the beach vibe. Everybody is on beach time. Right now, we're at North Bay Social, and this place is absolutely incredible. It's right on the other side of the bay from Freeport. If you look right across the bay over here, you will see Freeport. If you look back behind me over here, you'll see a little place where all the jet skis and all the boats will park here. The water only goes up to about your waist deep out here far off, and people will just anchor off, come over here and sit and eat in the sand. Yep, this is the one place in town where you can actually dig your toes in the sand and have a nice lunch or dinner with the view of our beautiful bay. Sound like fun? It absolutely is. The drinks here are absolutely fantastic. They have a specialty drink list that is out of this world. At night, all the lights light up here, and man, it is the spot to be. In fact, a lot of folks from 38 will travel up here to enjoy this. This is one of the few places you can actually have sand on your feet while you eat, or you know, enjoy just a good nightlife. And they have a terrific restaurant upstairs. The food here at this particular location, it's not my favorite, but you know what they say, atmosphere and food. Not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's not my favorite. Here's some of the drinks that you can see here. They got a good draft beer list, they got a good wine list, cocktails, Citrus Sunset, the North Beach Margarita. Guys, come on now. You know they're making good drinks here. When you have an outdoor bar area, this place is absolutely rocking. During the summertime, I guarantee you people were out here partying, hanging out last night. That is a con to living here, though. We don't have a huge nightlife. This is gonna be the spot that you're gonna be hanging out at a lot. There are other restaurants in the Freeport area, but this by far is the coolest place you wanna be. Hey, you like what we're doing on this channel? It would mean so much to me if you liked or subscribed. And if you're a resident of Freeport right now, comment below on the pros and the cons that you see here. It would mean so much to folks that are researching this area. If you're looking at this in Freeport right now and you're like, John missed this. This is the definite con of living here. Or maybe you want to be supportive and say a good pro. Put that down below. We love to hear your comments on what we're doing here on Living on the Emerald Coast with Mr. Beach. Look guys, let me go ahead and rescind what I just said. I'm not saying they have bad food here by any means. I am saying they have bar food. It's not remarkably incredibly good, but it is very serviceable for the atmosphere that you have. So no offense to North Beach. I love this place. I think you guys do a great job, and your food is good. It goes great with the margarita, unless you want to prove me otherwise. North Beach, come on, give Daddy a gift card. I'll come back over here. I'll re-review it on the channel. Give me free food, I'm fat. All right, the next pro to living in Freeport is its family livability. It is so nice to raise a family here. I mean, this is the city town center right here. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of traffic here on 20 at this time of day, but you know, we got these cute little shops down here as well. And if we go into this shop right here, we might see the mayor. Little known fact, the mayor of the town owns this cute little boutique right here. We'll ask him if the mayor's in. Look how cute it is in here. Isn't this cute? Beautiful little store. Is the mayor in today? Look, this is what I love about Freeport. You can literally walk into a store and you can run into the mayor of Freeport. There he is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually had him on one of our YouTube episodes earlier. When I first moved here, one of the first episodes I did was about Freeport, and we got to talk to the mayor. I'll have a link in the comments to where you could see that video. But great guy, he is making a great city for you here in Freeport. Great place for families. You're gonna love it here. I love that guy. The mayor's the best, man. So, yeah, that's the mayor. What a good dude. He's back there making flowers right now. He's making a flower bouquet. So let's get to the next con. Next con would be HOAs. Okay, look guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're buying new construction here, even if you're buying pre-owned construction, you're probably gonna be in an HOA. There's no getting around it. Sometimes they can do things that make you upset, but for the most part, they are for your protection. They are there to make sure your property values don't go down steeply and quickly. So guys, HOAs are a part of life, and here in Florida, I know know that you might not like it because you come from another city that doesn't have them. If you're gonna live in Freeport, get used to the fact that you're probably gonna have an HOA. All right, for pro number 4, it's golfing, baby. A lot of us that come from the Midwest love to golf. I'm one of those people, and finding golf courses in Santa Rosa Beach and surrounding areas can be kind of tough because a lot of those are private courses, including all the St. Joe courses. You know, you have all the water sound stuff, but man, it's kind of expensive to play out there. $75,000 to become a member, and then you got to spend $1,000 a month. Here at Windswept Dunes, though, it's only $135 a round, which is still kind of expensive, but a lot less expensive than having to pay those big water sound fees. This is a huge course here. It's a really nice course. There's also a neighborhood that surrounds it, but it's not a part of the course. You can't be a member here. You can play by the day, but man, $135 a round, really long course, very challenging. And if that's a little too rich for your blood, I do have one other course for you that I'd like for you to check out, and that is Eagle Springs in Definiak Springs. Now, it's a little bit of drive from Freeport, but for $60 a month, you can become a member there. And you talk about affordable golf, that's about as affordable as it gets, $60 a month for a club membership. This is a beautiful course. That is also a beautiful course. This is rated 4.5 on Google. The Eagle Springs golf course is rated a 4.2. So yeah, it's not as long as this one, but it is a nice course, and for $60 a month for a membership, you absolutely can't beat it, especially in this area. Your other options are driving to Sandestin. Sometimes you can go on the Golf Now app and you can find late day specials there for like $85 a round, or you could drive all the way into Panama City Beach and you can play Signal Hill for about $53 a round. But as far as affordable golf goes and golf in general, this is pretty close to Freeport, $135 per round. And if you want to drive out to Definiak, you can actually become a member there for $60 a month. Sounds like a good deal to me. All right, guys, so another con of living here in Freeport is some of the traffic issues. As you can see right behind me, we're right behind Freeport Park over here in City Hall, and this is the intersection. This goes directly to South Hammock Bay. It's the first entrance. If you go back down this way, there's another entrance into the Hammock Bay that's the main entrance, and there's another one far down on the far east side. As you can see, I mean, it gets a little backed up here. We only have 2 lanes of traffic that move through here, so it can get a little dicey sometimes getting out here. You have a lot of construction workers and regular people coming out of the Hammock Bay neighborhood from the south, and then you have everybody trying to commute from Niceville. Perfect, yeah. Rock and roll. I don't know if he was mad at somebody or if he was just honking at me. So here you go. It's one of the cons of living here, and that is for people that live up north, this is not much traffic. But for Freeport, Florida, it is a little irritating. As you can see, that guy was, I think he was honking at me. It might be my sexy legs. I don't know. All right, guys, let's get to the next big pro about living here, and that is the education. That's right, public education is a very important thing here, and we have Freeport High School right behind me. Now, I'm not allowed as a real estate agent to talk about how good or bad a school is, but there is a website, niche.com, you can look up, and just quoting what niche.com says, they give Freeport schools an A-. So that's great, man. Walton County schools are known as some of the best school districts in all of Florida. My kids personally go to Dew Lakes Elementary, which is South Walton. And man, I tell you what, the quality of teachers is absolutely second to none. The education, the buildings, the facilities, the sports, everything is top notch at these schools from my personal experience. Also, another thing you can do here is not only take your kids to public high school, but you can also ship them to a private school, and the state will actually pay for a lot of this. You can do some research on this. It's absolutely insane what they're offering. I think it's $16,000 a year per student, and the big private school, the Christian school. Also, if you're a homeschooler and you plan to homeschool your kids, which a lot of folks do here, there's a huge homeschool-based community. You can do that, and you could take that credit from the government, the $16,000 that you could put them in private school. You could use that towards their private education. So very cool things that you could do with education here. It's a free state of Florida, so you really have your choice to make up your mind on where you want to bring your schools, and the state helps you pay for it. How cool is that? All right, guys, the next con to living in Freeport is the growing pains that it's currently experiencing. Guys, this is the fastest growing city in Florida, and it has caused some pain. For a lot of the locals here, you'll see a lot of people very salty about all the new people moving in. And you know, the fact of the matter is, right now, all we have is Publix. I know, amazing that one grocery store is super serving all the needs of all these folks. That is changing. They just announced that there's gonna be a new Walmart. But that being said, guys, the infrastructure has had to grow at an incredible rate. The mayor of this town is one of the coolest coolest people you'll ever meet. In fact, he owns a little boutique in downtown Freeport. But you know, they're doing everything they can to keep up with the influx of people moving in. So there is going to be growing pains when you move here. Just know that ahead of time. Okay, this is a growing city. It's the fastest growing city in Florida. You don't think it got that way overnight. Well, it kind of did overnight. That's why we're having the infrastructure problems. So be patient. Everything is coming. The restaurants, the nightlife, the traffic flow, everything is being worked on currently. They know the situation they're in. They know that people are moving here every day, and they're gonna try and take care of it as soon as they can. All right, guys, we are out here at Windswept Estates for another pro. And guys, this one's a huge one because look at this house behind me. It's huge. Over 3,500 square feet of home back here at $600,000 on a half-acre lot, attached to a golf course. It's absolutely beautiful. I know you want to see inside, because who doesn't want to see inside a 3,500 square foot home? This place is absolutely massive, and it's such a great deal at just over 600 on a half-acre lot. You talk about house for your money. Holy cow. This is a lot of house. Got a big formal dining room as you walk in, and then you got this big office area right to the right. Have another room over here. Look how big that room is. Holy cow, guys. Like, what is this? We can put a bowling alley in here. What's going on here? It's a big room. All right, so formal dining area is right over here. Absolutely beautiful. And then you walk into this big, huge living room, dining room, breakfast nook, kitchen combo, man. This place is all right with me. Look at this. Really top of the line, quartz countertops here. They don't have gas out here at Windswept Estates, but they do have some really nice appliances that come with the house. LPV flooring throughout. This is a huge house. I mean, look at this, man. It's absolutely massive. We have 2 bedrooms off to the side over here. And then we have a bathroom. What is this all down here? Look, what is it? It just keeps on going, bro. This house is absolutely insane. Got another bathroom over here. This is with an ensuite, with another room. I mean, tell me that this isn't a lot of house. Look at this laundry room. Oh my goodness. Guys, seriously, what kind of laundry are you doing that you need a laundry room this big? This is as big as my first apartment in Memphis. Holy cow, look at this thing. Wow. And let's check out the garage door. All these garages are beautiful. You got a big 2-car garage, plenty of room to set your stuff at, going directly into the kitchen living room area. And guys, the best part, we have not even seen the primary yet. This thing is so huge. Your head's gonna flip when you see this. Look how big this primary is. Holy cow. Like, you could fit a wedding in here. What is going on with this? So you have the normal size of just a regular huge master bedroom, right? This would be huge right here. Then you got an extra sitting area here. So you got a whole extra area on the back end of your bedroom. This is gigantor. Look at that double vanity. Holy cow. One right there, one right there. Lots of separation. Always good for the relationship when you have separation in the bathroom. You do have a giant walk-in shower here with dual shower heads. And this is coming as it comes for $600,000. Look at this closet space. Holy cow. What is going on here? Got another little area for your towels. Then we got a separate water closet. Wow, look at that closet. Holy cow, guys. This is a lot of house. I'm getting tired just walking through it. Now, I do want to show you the backyard here because the golf course is right behind here. It is the dunes. So they have dunes protecting your house from the golf balls. But look at that guy. Hello. Now, this is why we say it's always good to have a screened patio anywhere in the Freeport area, because you do get bugs out here. And when I'm talking bugs, I'm talking Big Daddy. Well, that's not a bug, it's a spider. He probably eats a lot of the bugs, so might keep him around if he's not venomous. I don't know. Huge home though here. The over 3,500 square foot, $600,000. Only drawback, it's on septic and they don't have gas. It's electric. We're kind of far out here. We're right next to the golf course. If you need space, this is the perfect place for you. Hey, you like what we're doing on this YouTube channel? I certainly hope you do. If you'd like to see this house or any of the homes that we're featuring, I'd love to talk to you about it. My name is John, Mr. Beach. You can reach me anytime at 850-943-7777. If you have any comments about any of the homes we're seeing today, drop them down below. I'd love comments. Not only do the comments help the algorithm, I get more people watching this channel, it helps me out a lot. It's even almost as good as a like or a subscribe. So please, while you're doing that, like and subscribe to this channel. I have so many people that watch this channel. They don't subscribe to it. I don't understand. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, that's enough. Let's get to the next con. All right, let's get to the next con about living on the Emerald Coast, and that would be the lack of cultural diversity. That's true, man. I mean, you know, I'm half Hispanic. I know I don't look it, but I will tell you this. The folks that do live here aren't bad people. I mean, we're very tolerant of anybody that lives here, regardless of your race, nationality, or religion, maybe politics. They get a little crazy about that here.
It's just a bloodbath. Boom, boom, boom.
One of the worst midterm elections for Democrats in decades.
It really cannot be overstated how poorly Democrats perform.
Look at how many people are here to see Ron DeSantis. Look at this.
I love him. We love him. We need him, Florida.
But hey, that's neither here nor there. It is a red state. We all know how that goes. Speaking about politics, you know, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if you vote blue or you vote red. We're all Americans. I love this country. I love the fact that you have your opinion. I love the fact that I have my opinion. And I love the fact that we can have discourse together. It doesn't have to be all so negative. You know, we see so much negativity all the time through Facebook and through social media, through Fox News and CNN about whose side is on whose side. At the end of the day, we're all Americans. I care about my brothers and sisters, my fellow children of Christ. I'm with you always. And even if you aren't with Christ, I pray for you every day. So, you know, there isn't a lot of cultural diversity here, but you will love your neighbors. I'm telling you, there's mostly good people here. And I think most of us, regardless of what everybody wants us to think, we love each other. It is in our nature to love first, and maybe not on Facebook because people feel anonymous and feel like keyboard warriors there. But it's my belief that the people that live down here are good people, and everybody wants everyone to be happy. And that's the goal at the end of the day.
All right, another huge pro about living here are all the parks, man. We have so many parks in the city of Freeport. This one's actually at downtown Freeport, and as you can see, it's a wonderful kids park area. My kids would be loving that. And if you look right across the street over here, you have the public pool. So even if you move into one of these neighborhoods that doesn't have a pool, this public pool is a great area over here. Go ahead and go check this out real quick. As you can see, it's a cute little public pool. So all sorts of areas around here for families. And this is just one of the many parks. There's one in Hammock Bay that is a huge rec center that you can take your family to, play some ball. We also have the one down by the bay. Man, there are just a plethora of parks to take your family. So if that's something you're looking into, it's a definite pro about living here, all the public park places.
That takes me to the next con, and that is right behind me. There's a serious lack of sit-down restaurants. You got McDonald's, you got Dairy Queen, you got Subway. I'm getting rained on. Oh my goodness. This is another con, I guess, to living in Florida. You get random showers in the summertime. They come from nowhere. But as you can see, the McDonald's is right there. We have the Cefco across the street. They have some fast food eateries there, but not a lot of sit-down places right now. You got a nice little Chinese buffet over here. And right across the street over here, you'll see a Taco Bell. And behind that, Los Rancheros, a Mexican sit-down restaurant. Right now, it's a lot of fast food. So not a lot of really healthy food options. I did have a client that came down here and she was gluten-free. It did take us a little while to find a place for her that she could actually eat at. So just keep that in mind. The food options are limited now. That will change shortly. All right, guys, the number 8 pro to living in the Freeport area is the quietness, the peace of mind of living out here, the absolute glory of being in a place that is untouched for the most part. In fact, to get into town, to get to the busy area of the beach, to go where everybody's at, you have to park over here at the seaside parking. Now, this is right on the other side of the 331 bridge. And as you can see, the parking lot is about a quarter full right now. A little bit later today, this parking lot's gonna be full. And why is it gonna be full? Well, we have a lot of workers that come in from Freeport to go down to Seaside. It costs a lot of money to park at Seaside, guys. If you park in the wrong spot, you might actually get one of those suction things on your windshield. They cost you $300 to take off. No fun, believe me, I've done that before. All right, well, let's talk about drawbacks of being in Seaside. One of the drawbacks about being in Seaside is they throw one of these on your car if you park in a place that you aren't supposed to.
A few minutes later.
All right, parking update. Apparently you have to put in this code after you pay them $300, not $100. Because that sounds fair. And let's hope it doesn't ruin my car, I guess. The great part about this is This is a free shuttle. They'll pick you up, they'll drop you right off at Seaside. And you might be saying to yourself, well, why would I want to work at Seaside? That's where the money's at, man. If the tourists are there, if you live here, if you can find a way to make money off of these tourists, you are going to be doing great for yourself. And the fact of the matter is, Seaside has them all. I mean, there are so many opportunities there, from property management to, you know, working at Bud and Alley's. Don't tell me those folks that work at Bud and Alley's aren't making some money. Listen, I've been there before. I tip at least $25 every time I'm in that restaurant, and that's one table per day. Hey guys, don't sleep on the hospitality industry here. It is a huge industry, and these hospitality workers do great. In fact, if you're a hospitality worker looking for a home, I do have lenders here that actually help people just like you get approved for loans. Best part is, hey, they just said no tax on tips. You guys aren't even getting taxed on those tips anymore. If you are a server or if you're in the hospitality industry, this is a great place to be. The place right behind me that I'm standing at today is a place where you can park your car, take a shuttle in. They have a shuttle running every 20 minutes back to Seaside. You don't have to worry about paying for parking. It's right across the street in 331 Bridge to Freeport, which is a very easy place to live because the cost of living there is so cheap. And when you have cheap, affordable transportation to and from Seaside during peak season, like this open parking lot here, it makes it a huge bonus to live here, especially if you're in the hospitality industry. All right, let's get to the next con, and that is the preconceived notion that, well, there's a bunch of rednecks down here. Granted, this is Southern Alabama, all right? You are gonna have some of that culture here, but you know what? It's all good. They're good old boys, and most of them don't bite. Some of them don't even have teeth. So yeah, there are rednecks here. That's what it said, by the way, from my chat GPT, that's a misdrawn conclusion here, that there's a bunch of rednecks. Hey, Southern folks are good Southern folks. Just say God bless your heart if they make you mad, and everything's all good. A little bit of respect goes a long way here. You know, as long as you treat people with respect, they generally respect you back, unless of course you're driving on 98 and all respect flies out the window. All right, the next big pro about life in Freeport is the community events, the parks, and the recreation here, man. We are here at Hammock Bay. We're at Props Brewery right now. This place is so cool. And during the weekends, over here in this area, you'll see all sorts of action happening. They have farmers markets, they have little flea markets out here. They got the food truck set over here. At Props Brewery on the inside here, they serve a bunch of craft beer in there. We have the old market right over here to the right. And if you look out here, you'll see a big TV. SEC Sports on Saturday. It's a way of life down here, and you'll see a lot of action down here in this area. Of course, Hammock Bay, it has amenities all of its own. Like, it's crazy. The stuff that they have down here is nuts, guys. We got pickleball courts over here. We got a resort style pool. We have Olympic training laps over there. You got a huge gym. And if you go over here to this side, right over here, right behind us, we have a recreational park that's for the city of Freeport. So everybody in the city of Freeport can use that, just not the residents here in Hammock Bay. Hammock Bay, of course, has the big resort style pool. They just opened up a second resort style pool on the south side, and they also have this huge dock area where you can watch the sunsets at night. It's so beautiful. If you're a member of Hammock Bay, you can do all that, but trust me, in Freeport, they have so much going on for families all the time. It's something every single weekend. Your family's not going to get bored living here. Lots of family fun events happening here in the city of Freeport, and plenty of recreation for everyone. All right, so I'm right here by it. I'm going to get the drone up here in just a second. Looks like the rain's about to stop. The next con about living here is the traffic congestion. Guys, it can get congested here at 331 and 20, where I'm at right now. We are at 320 on a Tuesday afternoon, so it's going to be a little congested. Sometimes going over the bridge to 331 during the summertime when all the tourists are here. Saturday is usually the switch out day, so you have people crossing the bridge to go back home early in the morning till about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock's checkout time. That'll get congested down here heading north, but going south, like going towards the beach on Saturdays at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it will get congested over there. Not bad traffic. I mean, you might have to sit in traffic a little bit. You start to time this stuff out the longer that you live here, and you realize, okay, it's about to be busy. Let's go ahead and get out, or let's just go ahead and stay in tonight and wait until the traffic goes, and we can go at 6 o'clock when there's no cars on the road. You do get used to the traffic situations, and you know, compared to big city traffic, this ain't nothing. All right, guys, let's get to the next pro. And the next pro is housing affordability. And it is affordable to live out here in Freeport. This house behind me, $350,000 with a 4.9% APR, which is absolutely insane. Are you kidding me? 4.9 What is this, 2021 again? Anyways, this house behind me is beautiful. This house is actually at 359, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Let's go inside and check it out. This is Adams Homes, okay? And this is a builder that's been here for a little bit. I really love the way they put the brick over here on the bottom. And when you open into the house, you just get a really nice open feel. They got the big tray ceilings. You have your living area here, along with your dining room and your kitchen. And just a lot of, attention to detail here. And I love the way all of their floor plans here are really spread out. Like you go into these places, and some of the other models I've been in, I mean, now that there's furniture in it, it feels homey, but man, you go into some of these and it's expansive how big these rooms can be. But absolutely beautiful the way they have this set up in here. You have the quartz countertops here, you have a sunken sink, and then you have access to the washer and dryer right here, guys. The median home price currently in Freeport, let's try and get the light on. Nope, it's not gonna work. Try to show you the garage, light's not working, it's fine. Median home price here in Freeport is in the mid 300s. So this is right about in the middle of what you'll find here. If you go across the street into Santa Rosa Beach, you're looking in the high 500s. So the value that you get here is just crazy. I mean, this house would be 530 all day if we were crossing the bridge over into Santa Rosa Beach. Let's go ahead and take a look at the primary suite here. Got a really nice size primary. You got the tray ceilings up here. Plenty of room to put not only a king size bed, but also have a sitting room area if you want it. And just a really expensive, look at this bedroom. This is nice. For $350 and a 4.9% APR, are you kidding me? You can get in this thing for cheap. Nice double vanity here, very nice the way they have the bathroom set up. Great for a small family or single people. And the one thing you gotta make sure that you're doing when you live here is have plenty of room for your guests, because everybody's gonna wanna come visit you. You live in the most gorgeous beaches in all of America, and you're always gonna have people that wanna come, and you'll have to entertain them. Great part about this place, it's got its own private bathroom here, very well appointed, matches the rest of the house. Then we have a guest bedroom here, and either an office or a second, third bedroom here. Oh, hey, Vicky! And there's Vicky, she's so sweet. If you need a home, you need to talk to her. All right, guys, so that's housing affordability. These houses at Adams in the Bluffs, which is on the north side of Freeport, a great value. If you're looking in the 350 to 370 range with a low APR of 4.9%, you gotta check these homes out. If you need help doing that, I'd love to talk to you. My name is John, Mr. Beach. People call me all the time looking to relocate to our area, 850-943-7777. And you can reach me anytime by email at john@mrbeachteam.com. All right, Vicky said we had to check out the one with vaulted ceiling. So let's go ahead and go inside and check out the one with vaulted ceiling. Wow, okay, Vicky, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's crazy without furniture in here. I told you that it looks so big. Look at the size of this room. Absolutely beautiful. And this one does have the garage light open. So let's go ahead and go in here and check this out real quick. So the great part about these is they have the drop down stairs that come standard. And that doesn't come standard in a lot of these homes. So the fact that it has drop down stairs to the attic is a huge deal, especially for my folks that are coming from up north. I know if you're from the Midwest, where I lived for many years, you're probably like, dude, where am I gonna stick all this stuff? There's no basements? Yeah, there's no basements. 3 feet below us is water. We can't have basements here. Nice, big master, look at this. And then we have the bathroom, very well appointed. And for, $350,000 at a 4.9% APR. This is one of the cheaper options that you can get. Not cheaper, one of the most price affordable options that you can get in Freeport. Hey, if you need any more information about this home or any other homes for that matter, I do offer a $770 rebate that you can use for your rate buy down or that you can use for your closing costs. I'd love to talk to you. My name is John, Mr. Beach Arroyo. You can reach me anytime at 850-943-7777. We get calls all week, all day, all the time. Yes, I do answer. It's funny when I answer, people are like, dude, it's really you. Yes, it's really me. You can call me anytime. Please, I love to talk to people about real estate, and I love helping people find their dream home here on the Emerald Coast. Let's get to the number 8 con. Now, guys, there is a con to living here, and that is that there's not a lot of industry here. Like I said, there's a lot of hospitality jobs, but you don't have a lot of jobs here that involve industry. So, if you're somebody that's in tech and you're looking for a regular W-2 job, it can be a bit challenging to find one here on the beautiful beautiful Emerald Coast. We just don't have the infrastructure yet. This is still a very new place. Now, we are adding jobs every day. Bay County is expecting 35,000 new jobs in the next 5 years, which is going to be a huge help to this community. But right now, I mean, we're at the baby stages of developing. You know, 25 years ago, this wasn't even a thing. 30A was a bunch of swampland. Now it's the highest price per square foot in the South. And guess what? The fact of the matter is, it's only growing. Freeport is the fastest growing city. So no, there isn't traditional industry job like you would see in other cities. We don't have the infrastructure yet. It is coming. Hey, if you're an entrepreneur and you're ready to build something, this is the spot to do it. We have a huge workforce here that is ready to go to work. Most of the folks here are going to be remote workers, and that's fine, man. If you have it like that and you're a remote worker, this is a great place for you to be. Over half of my clients that are moving to Freeport currently have jobs in other cities. They're wanting to get closer to paradise, and the easy way to do that is to just move to Freeport. They can get a house for the same price that they're in the city they're at, only they have access to the world's prettiest beaches, just 25 minutes away, and some of the funnest things to do in all of the South. I mean, the weather here is absolutely incredible, and you have access to all of these recreational things that we do. Boating, you got the trails. If you're an active person, this is a great place for you to be. All right, the 11th pro of living here in Freeport is that the population is absolutely booming. The fastest growing city in Florida a couple years ago, and it's always in the top 5. Currently, you see the Publix behind me. This place is always packed. Thank goodness we're getting a little bit of, you know, relief from that, as just down the street over here, about a mile down the road, the new Walmart will be coming in. Everybody is excited for the Walmart. We've been waiting for this for quite some time. As the infrastructure builds here, the property values are going to increase. The only thing keeping the property values down right now is the fact that it's not convenient. So the fact that the Walmart's coming in, you have the Publix, this is going to make this place a much more attractive place to live as time goes on. All right, that brings us to our next con. Our next con is, well, it's actually right behind me. We have all the school buses behind me over here, and that's public transportation. There's not a lot of public transportation out here. If you are depending on a bus, this is not a good place for you to be, as there's not a lot of active bus lines currently available here in Freeport. It is a growing city. The average commute time in general is about 35 minutes. So if you're going to certain places, just plan on spending some time in your car. And no, you cannot rely on public transportation system here, as it doesn't exist. But if you have kids, they have a huge school bus farm over here, because there's a lot of kids going to school here. No public transportation, that's bad. Yeah, not gonna find a subway, you're not gonna find elevated trains here. It's either you walk or you get in your car. It's just the way it is. All right, we're gonna have to go to the car for the next pro because it's currently raining outside, even though it says the forecast is supposed to be sunny all day. Welcome to Florida. And that is the good job income stats. That's right, people that live here make some money. The median income for this area is $89,000, and there's strong employment growth here. That means if you are an entrepreneur, my friend, you have opportunities here. Well, I mentioned it earlier in the video. If you're a chef, my goodness, do we need restaurants right now. If you are a bar owner, hey, there's some potential here. Welcome to Florida. They still like to drink. Nothing has changed because we're in Freeport. We do need more adult establishments. Hey, we need more fun here, guys. I mean, there is so much potential right now. If you are an electrician, if you are a carpenter, I mean, geez, I was gonna show you all this construction going on behind me right now, but it's absolutely nuts. If you know how to work with your hands, you have a job here. So definitely get here and go for it. That's kind of what I did. You know, I had a video production company before I moved here, and my whole plan was to have the video production company. Guess what? I pivoted. Man, I saw an opportunity to start this YouTube channel. I started the YouTube channel. It's been wildly successful. I've become a pretty damn good realtor in this time span. I feel like I do a good job for my clients. And you know, that's the opportunity you have here, is that you can pivot. There's so much opportunity. There's so many things going on that you can kind of find your way into. The biggest part, guys, and I'm gonna stress this, is just to get your butt down here. Inaction kills action. All day, every day. Don't be that person on the fence saying, I wish I would have made the move. You know, the last thing you want to do is die with regret. To meet yourself in heaven and realize that you could have been a person that God intended you to be, but you got to take that first step. And sometimes it's a cold one. Sometimes you don't know if somebody's going to be there to catch you. You have to have faith that there's a path for your life, and I do believe it for everyone. Call me up. I don't care if you have to rent the first 2 years you're here. I'm here for inspiration. I'm here to help you. I believe that's why God put me on this earth, is to help other people. So if you're thinking about moving, if you know that you're good at what you do. Take the fall, guys. Take the trust fall. Fall into whatever God has planned for you, and I promise you, you will be rewarded. All right, that'll bring us to our next con, and that is retail development is lagging here. Guys, as I said before, there's plenty of opportunity. Do you have a shop? Do you have something you want to put together that people would really like? Do you make soap? Anything that you can do, bring your creativity here. We have a lack of it right now. If you are a creator, find something to do here. There are so many people that need to be entertained. Entertain them, my friend. All right, guys, the rain's still going on, and I'm telling you, it says sunny. Look at my weather app. Look at this. Look at my weather app, what it says right now. Mostly sunny in Freeport. There's not even a chance of rain, but it's okay. Because you know what, being in my car gives me an intimate chance to talk to you, and I'll use a lot of B-roll. Brian, my excellent editor, please use a lot of B-roll for this one, as the number 13 pro to being here is the awesome neighborhood amenities. We saw one earlier at DR Horton. Man, that Owl's Head Farm, that is amazing, man. We don't have anything like that in Panama City Beach yet. You know, that's something that's local to Freeport, and the price point at $400,000 for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, that's absolutely amazing. If you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, you can get in that same range in Hammock Bay, guys. I mean, we do have properties there for $430, 3.2s with DSLD, and they have the 3 amenity spots there that are absolutely amazing. And let's face it, man, you're in Freeport. There's so much to do close by, and we'll get to those other pros next. All right, let's get to the next con of living down here, and that is flood zone and insurance fears. Guys, it is crazy. You live down here on the beach. You can live in a flood zone. Now, most of the new construction out here is going to be flood zone X. Very rarely will you see it flood zone AE or A, because most of the builders know better. They're going to go ahead and elevate the land, and that's what they do. They fill in the land before they start to build to give it above that level where FEMA will say, hey, everything's all good. You don't need flood insurance on this. However, that being said, I always suggest you get flood insurance. Why? Because you never know, and it's not that expensive. If you get a nice new built home out here, you're looking at paying maybe $600 or $700 a year for flood insurance, and that covers you, man. I mean, yeah, it's only a chance of a once-in-a-lifetime type flood, but you don't want to count on FEMA when that happens. You don't want to be sitting out here waiting for them to flip the bill. So, you know, go ahead and cover yourself. Spend the extra $600 or $700 a year that it takes to do the flood insurance, even if you live in flood zone X. Of course, find a realtor that can find this stuff for you. FEMA has a great map that you could utilize, and you could actually see the flood zones wherever you're looking at. You could type in the address, it'll pop up, and you can kind of look and see, all right, this is the flood zone, this street's a flood zone, this is not. Get really detailed on the maps. You can see the backyard. If the backyard's in a flood zone, which a lot of backyards are here, guys, it doesn't matter because it's not affecting the house. As long as the house itself is at flood zone X, you don't need an insurance, and it will be a lot less on your monthly insurance. It's not going to be some crazy, ridiculous amount. Now, car insurance, on the other hand, car insurance, they can get you here in Florida. Why is the car insurance so expensive? Well, it's all the crime that happens down in South Florida. There's a lot of insurance fraud right now going on with windshields. Who has time to do these windshield claims? Apparently somebody does. It is jacking up everybody's rates. There's a lot of car theft down there. We don't have any of that here, guys. There's not a lot of car theft. You know, in Memphis, our car got stolen out of our driveway. My wife was absolutely terrified. The guys that stole it were wearing ski masks. We live in a nice neighborhood. That doesn't happen here. You don't have to worry about people stealing your car here. I mean, I'm sure it happens every now and then, but it's a very rare occasion, and it's normally not people that live here that do that type of crime. However, we still get punished for South Florida, and we get their high insurance rates. So just for an example, I have 4 cars right now. Yeah, I know. I'm not flexing. Look, dude, that's the Toyota's mine right there. Okay, so I'm not flexing here. I do have 4 cars. I have a couple cars on Turo. We'll save that for a whole other episode. But my car insurance for those 4 cars is $3,000 for every 6 months. Yes, I know it's a lot. Yes, does it pay me every 6 months that I have to pay that $3,000? It pains me to my soul. So yes, car insurance is a problem. Flood insurance, not really, and it gives you peace of mind. If a hurricane does come through, get the heck out. You have plenty of time to get out. That's the best part about living here. In Freeport, you've got I-10 right down the road. Literally, you could be on I-10 either going west or east in no time and get the heck out of Dodge and get away from the storm. So no big worries there, guys. Get your flood insurance. It's not that expensive. Trust me, it's a con, but not that big of a con.
All right, the next pro we need to talk about is the rapid development of communities like here in Hammock Bay. Right now, we're looking at the DSLD homes, and these are some of my favorites to show people because they have such a huge value proposition. And the fact that this is on a half-acre lot, this particular model behind me is just a shade over 3,000 square feet, and you can get in this home for about $580,000, creating intense value here on the Emerald Coast. As we get more infrastructure like you know, the Walmart that's coming, the more that these homes are going to gain in value. Check this one out. This one just went on the market, guys. Half-acre lot. It's already sold, over 3,000 square feet. Look how beautiful this is. And the kicker is it's under $600,000. So you got a huge lot, beautiful new home with the warranty and all the works, and I believe this one's sold for $583,000. Now they have 4 other lots on the half-acre that they're selling right now that haven't been sold yet, so there is still an opportunity to get in here. But this place is just massive. As you go in here, you got a nice little study over here, little study room. And then you got Jack and Jill situation here, to where you have one spare, and then it walks into a double vanity over here. Nice. Closed off toilet with the bathtub, into another room, into, you guessed it, another room. Look at this. So this would be a great office area here. Nice big guest bathroom area. And guys, wait till you see the primary. Once again, we're talking over 3,000 square feet, and it's less than $600,000 for this. What these guys doing right now are absolutely killing the pre-owned inventory on the north side of town. So everything's coming over here south right now. They're offering all these incentives to move in, including lower interest rates. So it really makes it a little more affordable to own these homes. Let's check out the master here. Nice big room. Got the tray ceilings. And this is my favorite feature of this house. Look at these big, huge double vanities here. Isn't that nice? No wire hangers. Nice tub area there and a beautiful shower. But this is the best part, guys. So we have a huge closet. This would be good for one, right? Sarah would be happy with that. But look, we got a little guy spot over here. Look, we got room for me. I don't have to go into another room. And this is the best part, guys. It keeps on going over here into your laundry. So your laundry actually connects directly to your master, your primary. And then you come out here and you got this big, huge 2-car garage out here. Got some attic area, some attic space up there, and it looks pretty dang good. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not gonna get all the way up there. You can't see it very well, but here, I'm gonna give it, here, let's give this a little boost. There you go. Look at that attic area there. That's what I'm talking about. So lots of area up there and just a huge house. You know, the one big problem that people have when they move here is they're not used to the small sizes of some of our homes, especially as you get close to the beach. You do not have this problem here because not only do you have this huge, beautiful inside of the home, look at this kitchen behind me, bro, but also you have this backyard retreat. Let me flip the camera around real quick. So you definitely want to screen in this patio, right? What I would do here, I would throw a pool out right here. You have plenty of room to throw a pool, throw your privacy fence up, and you see where that tree line is? The property line actually extends far beyond that. So we have a good, you know, 40, maybe 30 foot of yarded area back behind the house. So, I mean, just absolutely massive yards. Look at these guys, they're clearing off for the next lot over there. They have 5 lots like this right now. Hey, if you like what you're seeing and you want to check this out for yourself, call me up. My name is John. People call me Mr. Beach. You can call me anytime at 850-943-7777, or you can reach me directly by email at john@mrbeachteam.com. All right, let's go and get to the next con. And the next con of living in Freeport is the lack of medical care. There's just not a lot of medical care here, guys. I mean, in the town of Freeport, we have a couple minor emergency clinics that you can go to, but for the most part, most people go to the North Walton County Community Hospital, which is all the way down the road, close to I-10. But that's about to change because what you're looking at right behind me here, this is going to be a state-of-the-art doctor's hospital in West Panama City Beach. It's about 30 minutes away from the city of Freeport, and they just received a $431 million grant to continue building this hospital. Not only will it service everybody from Freeport, but also Margaritaville is just down the street, a 55 and up community. We desperately needed this area. We desperately needed more medical care, and this hospital behind me is going to be exactly that. If you look over here to the left of me, you'll see the first building that they built. This right now is a 24-hour clinic. It's also a place for heart medicine. If you're, have a heart history, you might want to check that place out. The medical care is lacking right now, but it's only lacking right now. We have big things in the horizon. As this community grows, we're going to get more and more more medical, more and more doctors that are gonna be moving to the area. And this right behind me is going to be the piece de resistance. Is that right? Did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. But this is gonna be really cool for people that need good medical care once the FSU Doctors Hospital is here. All right, guys, it's time for the final pro of living here. And that is the traffic here in Freeport is actually much lighter than it's on the other side of the beach. If you go into Santa Rosa Beach, 30A area, especially if you're on 30A during the summertime, it can be impossible to get to point A to point B when it's really busy. But you know, the traffic here in Freeport, as you can see, it's morning time right now. This is the morning rush commute to get into Destin from here. I mean, it's not that bad. If you're coming from a big city, you know, we talk about the traffic in Freeport, but dude, it's not that bad. Especially if you're coming from like a place like Boston. I've had clients come in and I'm like, all right, guys, well, here's the drawback. We're at 331 and 20 and it's gonna suck. And then they sit there and they're like, are you kidding me? Is this what you're talking about with bad traffic? Like, you don't know bad traffic, dude. It's funny because a lot of the locals will complain about it. Well, they were here back when Freeport was absolutely nothing. The fact of the matter is now this place is hustling and bustling, and there is a little bit more traffic, but it's nothing that is out of the ordinary. It's nothing that you can't get through. Even during rush hour traffic, what, it's gonna take you 10 minutes at a light? Yeah, does it suck? Yeah, of course. But you know what? It beats living in a place like Boston where you're cold 9 months out of the year. You deal with traffic, you gotta pay for parking, you don't gotta do none of that here. And that's a definite pro to living here in Freeport. All right, guys. This is it. We have reached the final con of living here. The final con of living here in beautiful Freeport is bugs. Okay? The bugs suck. I don't know how else to tell you this. They're annoying. They're everywhere, but that's Florida for you. Wear sunscreen, wear bug spray. You'll be fine. Look at this. Would you just look at this? Look at this around me. You know what? I can deal with a couple bugs when I have all this beauty around me. So beautiful, guys. I'm just so honored that you took the time to watch this video. I'm so honored to be your tour guide and show you around. If you like the channel, please like and subscribe. It really would mean a lot to me and my family. And if you like this video, I think you'll really like this video. This is my goal spot. This is where I'm gonna be one day. Randy Wise Homes in Hammock Bay. I'm coming for you. Hey guys, you guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe this video and like any of my other videos you see. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. God bless.